Hey, welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. It's time to start my single seed challenge. I've selected a seed today. Let's go plant it. I'll tell you all about this fun little challenge. All right. What a mess. I have got to organize my seeds. Let's see, I've got some over here too that I've selected. A sunflower, maybe. Well, have you heard of the single seed challenge? I have. I've heard of it because I started it 2 years ago, and in 2020 we had the single seed challenge kickoff, and in 2021 we repeated it. Well, it's 2022. We're going to do it again. If you don't know about the single seed challenge, it is not a contest between gardeners, but it is a challenge. It's a challenge to yourself. You see, normally we treat our gardens and our farms and our crops as blocks, as groups, and we talk about that's our beans over there, there's our carrots over there, there's our radishes over there. We treat them as a whole, and rarely do we really focus in on one single plant and appreciate the life cycle of a plant that is stored up in that little single seed. But you see, I'm talking about my plants in terms of groups, in terms of a crop. That's not what the single seed challenge is about. The single seed challenge, it encourages us to slow down and to consider things on a smaller scale. And so the challenge is to ourselves, and the challenge is to appreciate all that beauty, all that potential, the life cycle of one single plant from start to finish. And so, if you want to know more about the purpose behind the single seed challenge, go watch that video that I'll link right there, and it will explain to you everything about the single seed challenge and what it's about. What makes it special is that we YouTube gardeners can use the hashtag single seed challenge 2022. And by clicking on that hashtag, when you see it in a gardener's description, we can find other gardeners who are participating in this challenge as well. And the beauty of that is, well, we get to introduce ourselves and get introduced to one another. And we can discover other channels who are like-minded or doing similar things. Or we can discover channels that are doing wildly different things and in different areas of the world. And we can still appreciate a single seed challenge. People are beginning their challenge now. Ray over in the UK began his today. I just watched his video. My neighbor Yaje over there, she's chosen a variety. She's doing hers. I figure, well, I better get started too, because it's just about that time. I've already started my spring seeds, so it's a perfect time. I've got the light set up. I've got the heat mat out. I can begin my single seed challenge too. What's here? Fish pepper. Fish pepper. All right, fish pepper. I got these seeds from Rachel Andorfer. She grew these in 2021. This is a hot pepper variety, and she sent me a few seeds. So it looks like we have 6 seeds to choose from. I'm going to choose that one. It's the biggest one. This is my single seed challenge. Let's get it planted. The idea is to select a plant that you can track through the calendar year from when you sow the seed and then all the way through its life cycle to where it grows, where it fruits, where it declines, and where it finally dies. And the idea is that you publish videos throughout the year showing how you care for that plant, how you prune it, how you fertilize it, how you grow it, how you harvest from it, and maybe how you save seeds from it. Whatever it is that you're going to do with your plant. It doesn't even have to be a fruiting plant. It could be flowers or something. But the idea is to appreciate that one single plant. And so, if you fail, start over again. I mean, it's one seed. Germination rates aren't always perfect. So if you fail, just start again. There's always time to grow something. But make sure you grow a single seed. The ideal situation is to grow something as a single seed challenge that you're not growing somewhere else in your garden. But you can do it whatever. I mean, the rules are kind of up to you. Use the hashtag single seed challenge 2022, and that'll get you involved in it. You don't have to sign up with anything. Just use the hashtag and grow a single seed and share it with us. All right, let's get going. I have my seed right here. Hopefully I don't lose it with these bulky gloves on. And I'm going to grow it in this container until it gets about that big and I can transplant it. I'll probably grow this all its life in a pot. So what I've got some pre-moistened potting soil, and I just stirred it up in this little thing here. It's a little bit sloppy, a little bit wet. That just means I won't have to water it in. I'm going to press that down in there. Again, when you're starting seeds, you want to use a potting mix, something like this Miracle Grow potting mix. Mostly peat moss. You don't need a lot of nutrition in there. Although I will be fertilizing this once or twice when it gets a little bit tall before I transplant it, because it's going to grow in this pot longer than my seed transplants that are going out in the garden are going to grow in their seed trays. So I probably will actually fertilize this a bit. So squeeze out a little bit of that extra water because this is real sloppy stuff. But if I put this in under the lights, it will grow just fine. All right, so now we've got a mess going here. Still have my seed. Now I need a tiny hole. Not very tiny, but I'm just going to put an indentation there. And we're going to pick up our seed, drop it right in there. There we go. There's my single seed. You can see it there. One seed. Isn't that awesome? I can't wait to see. I don't even know what a fish pepper is. I'm going to have to look that up and do a little research. But there it is. It's planted. My single seed is now planted. Man, it's cold out here. My hands are like ice. We're going to take this in and put it under the lights. All right, so we're going to put our single seed challenge right here with our other trays that we're starting for spring. It's about 86 degrees on the heat mat and under the lights now. That's good for the pepper. So we will watch this, keep it watered, and yeah, man, we're started. This year's single seed challenge is a fish pepper. If you want to participate, please do. I'd like to see your videos, so use that hashtag and make sure that you update us and publish your videos. Try to do a regular basis as your plant gives you opportunity. Again, the beauty of this is just that we get to nurse one plant and we get to steward that plant from a single seed all the way through its life cycle and appreciate the beauty. I'm going to say that I get to appreciate God's design in these plants. Such a wonderful thing to see the potential of a seed. I never get tired of it. It never grows old. I've been gardening for a long time, and when I sow seeds and I plant my seed trays or I direct sow in the ground, I'm always a bit apprehensive. I don't know why, but it just seems to me that those seeds just don't appear to have much potential, but then the plant comes up and it blows my mind every time. It's just such a wonderful thing. Your seeds generally want to grow for you. So participate in this challenge. Get other gardeners involved. This is a great way to get people involved in gardening who maybe don't garden on a normal basis. It's a great way to get schools involved, get your family involved. Just a great project all around. It's very versatile, it's very easy, very inexpensive. So yeah, hey, if you like our content here on Black Gumbo Southern Gardening, I hope that we earn your subscription. And please follow us on Instagram, where you'll see pictures of the garden more frequently than we post videos. And you can follow us on Facebook, and there you can share photos with me if you want me to take a look at something. So, hey, happy gardening to you. Happy Single Seed Challenge. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Boy, with the cold weather finally arriving, these Japanese radishes really greened up and are starting to look lush. I have not seen any bulbs on any of them yet, so I think the cold weather might actually help these guys. That's encouraging.